Everything is always working out for me. Best case scenario. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am abundant. I am successful. Hey y'all, it's Taj. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm back today with some more free tea. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We transmute energy and ascend. We talk about things like the law of assumption, creating our dream realities, and simply being the best versions of ourselves. So today I want to talk to you guys about how to manifest multiple things at once. So y'all know I'm always having light bulb moments, and I had a complete moment over the weekend. So I was sitting there thinking okay, I was thinking about the ideal version of myself. Who is she? What does she look like? How does she act towards people? What does she have? What is her weight? What does her hair look like? What does she do for a living? I was just thinking about all of the things that encompass or make up this ideal version of myself. Now, we all have this ideal version of ourselves in our head, right? We all have this person, this version of ourselves that we see in the future, who has everything, who has their desired and dream life, right? So how do we manifest this dream life all at once? How do we manifest and become this ideal version of ourselves all at once? The answer is so simple, you guys. Literally, all we have to do in order to shift into this reality and to shift from this current version of ourselves into this ideal version of ourselves is to simply start being this person. So in order for me to manifest all of these things at once, my income, the car that I want to drive, the body that I want to have, my dream job or career, everything, all of these multiple things that I want to manifest is the ideal version of myself. Really, that's me in my ideal life. So in order for me to achieve this, I only have to start walking, and as Neville Goddard would say, start acting as if, start living in the end. So how do we do this exactly? Well, every single day that you wake up, you are literally becoming this person. You are this person. You have to ask yourself, I've been asking myself, okay, when I wake up in the mornings, I ask myself, okay, what does the ideal version of myself do? What does she do every morning? What does her routine look like? How does she think? How does she respond to things? Is she super hesitant about spending money on small things or big things or anything? How does she act? And I've literally started to be and act and think as my ideal version of myself. I am becoming that. I am her. So this is literally all you have to do. And you guys, I've only been putting this into practice, intentionally, for just a few days. Just a few days. I've been being the ideal version of myself. I've been thinking like the ideal version of myself. So we have to get to a point to where you realize that there's an old self, which is the self that we have now and the reality that we have now. And then there's the new self that aligns with the new reality and our dream reality, our ideal reality and versions of ourselves. So here we are, right? So every single day and every choice that you make, let's say we're manifesting multiple things, right? So I'm manifesting and I'm becoming, in my mind, the ideal version of myself has a 6-figure income plus, a 6+ figure income, right? And so therefore, when she spends money, obviously she's still smart when it comes to money. She's still, logical and thinks things through and slightly analytical, but not in a sense to where this version of myself now is looking at every single dime, every single penny. Now, I'm not saying go out there and just be crazy and do crazy things with your money. I'm saying if you have that inspired feeling, then you take inspired action, as Abraham Hicks would say. So, for example, now I have X amount of dollars in my bank account, but right now the old version of me had been okay, we're not spending this, we're only spending this, not spending that, really tedious about my budget. But I started to think the other day, I'm like, because my friend has a business, Well Mom Living. If you guys are interested in athletic wear, go ahead and look her up. She's at wellmomliving.com. Anyway, I wanted to support her. I've been wanting to support her. She's my friend, my best friend at that. And every time I would go online to look at the prices, my mind would be like, yeah, nah, that's not in the budget this week, right? But recently, at the same time that I've come to this realization of manifesting everything at once and really walking and thinking and acting like my ideal version of myself, I went back on the website and I noticed that she had a Black Friday sale and everything was half off. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my chance. That's what I mean by inspired action. When it feels right, it feels aligned. The only thing that was going to hold me back from that was my old mentality. It's like, nah, I can't spend that because what if I need it here? What if I need it there? Thinking too much in the future and relying too much on fear versus faith. And I could go a lot deeper into this, but I won't right now for the sake of this video. But at the core of that, at my root, at my foundation, I know that everything I need, I already have. Everything is always working out for me. I use these affirmations constantly. Everything is always working out for me. Best case scenario. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am abundant. I am successful. I am all these things regarding money, right? So why would I allow myself in that moment to not go through with this inspired action? Because the ideal version of myself would not be tripping at all about $44. Like, what? What person you know that has six figure is tripping about $44? Like, what? Nowhere, nobody. And I know this may seem extreme to some people. I'm not telling you guys to be this extreme, but I'm just saying, if you want to manifest effortlessly, efficiently, you have to take what we call leaps of faith. You have to trust, you have to know. And every time you do this and you know that everything works out for you anyway, everything always works out for you. You always have everything you need. It really gets you into a new mindset. And so so I said to myself, you know what? I am this ideal version of myself, the ideal version of myself, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and support my friend. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about the $44 or $40 or whatever plus. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to overanalyze the situation. Like, if $44 is going to make or break me, like, I'm in serious trouble anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and take this leap of faith and let's act and think and be the ideal version of myself. And the ideal version of myself says, yep, add to cart, check out. And now I'm waiting on my new workout attire for my bestie. And I feel great about it. So it's just little things like that. Little decisions that we make every single day throughout our day consistently from the place of our ideal self, okay? Because we have to shift out of this old self, this now reality, and into our new reality. And the only way to do that, guys, the only way to really do that is to have faith, is to trust, and it's to take risk. It's to take risk. And so that's what I mean. That's how we're manifesting things all at once. Even when it comes to my diet and manifesting my ideal body for myself, I'm thinking to myself, what does the ideal version of myself do? How does she think? What does she eat? What does she do? Does she work out? Does she do yoga? What does she do? And once I have what she does in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do today. This feels right. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a jog. Let's eat fresh. Let's do this. Let's do that. Whatever the case, I think you guys get the point. But manifesting multiple things at once, all you're doing is manifesting the ideal version of yourself. So in every aspect of that, all you're doing is asking yourself, how is my ideal version? How would she think, or how would she respond, or how would she behave in this environment, in this situation, with this circumstance? How would she be? And you have to show up every single day as that person. And I promise you, you will see yourself and feel yourself shifting into this dream reality and manifesting all these things at once, easily and effortlessly. And you're just going to feel so much better. It feels so good to let go of the fear and to finally trust and say, you know what? I am the ideal version of myself, and I'm her because every single day I think like her, I eat like her, I behave like her, I make decisions as her, from her. This is living from the end again. So I hope you guys can understand that. I hope everything made sense. I am officially late from being back on my lunch break, so I'm gonna head back into the office now. But I just want to go ahead and challenge you guys for with this small little homework assignment, I guess maybe we can call it that. But anyway, So take a sheet of paper or in your journal, write down the ideal version of yourself. Write down every single aspect of this ideal version of yourself. What do they do for a living? What do they look like? What is this ideal version? What's their body type? Are they married? Like every single thing. What do they do for a living? How do they think? How do they respond? How do they act? How do they treat people? Every single thing you can think about this ideal version of yourself. I want you guys to write it all down. These are the multiple things that we are manifesting at once. And it is so easy when you look at it, and so simple when you look at it from the perspective of, all I'm doing, I'm manifesting all these things, but all these things are really just me broken down and sectioned out, right? So manifesting all these things at once, this is how you do it, by literally showing up as your ideal version of yourself every single day with every single choice and decision that you make, and being consistent and thinking from the end, living from the end, and acting as if, taking risks and taking leaps of faith, guys. So I'm going to be out of here. Let me know in the comments below if this has helped you, if it resonated at all. I will do another video going more into depth. So if you guys have any questions about this video, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll answer those in the next video. So yeah, I will do like a semi part 2 on this, because I do feel like there's more to say, like there's more to explain, but this was pretty much the gist of it. Just show up as the ideal version. You have the power. You are the operant power. You have all the control, all the power, and you are literally co-creating your reality. So until next time, I'm sending you guys peace, love, and blessings.